Welcome back. In the previous part, we started episode 5 and we met Angela here. But we have to leave her now in her jelly donut hat. It's a very weird hat, isn't it? Got jelly donuts on it. It's very strange. Anyway, let's head to the High Prosecutor's office. Oh, there's the Steel Samurai. There's some tea set over there. There's chess. You're not a real gamer if you haven't played chess. This is Edgeworth's office, isn't it? Because you can see his costume, if you want to call it that, on the wall. What's the trophy thing over there? It's very strange, this. Anyway, February 22nd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look! There's a trophy or something here, I noticed. A trophy? It's got a shield broken on it. What? That shield? Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, he must be a real stuck-up jerk. Right, here we go. It's gonna be Edgeworth. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth. You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right, your sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here, Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? Our body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. I can't. Alright, let's talk to Edgeworth. Yeah, how you doing, Edgy? The case. Yes, of course. So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? If you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. You're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir, Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. No, that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand... Wait, what did you say? Anna Skye is the chief prosecutor. The top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, great, we're up against him again. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You heard the rumors about me, haven't you? No? Miles Edgeworth. Hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. But, however, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? It's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go as far as to present me with toys like this. I think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. We shall investigate it in but a moment. Lana Skye. Chief Prosecutor Sky, yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. Wasn't even a lawyer yet. Think about all he's done so far. And he wasn't even a lawyer 2 years ago. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife, my prize knife. My father gave me this knife. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth's knife. No prints. No prints. Okay. Edgeworth's knife usually in his toolbox. Not was in, usually. So that it's not necessarily that it was in his toolbox. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? That's that look. Oh, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. It's just a joke, Junpei. No, I didn't want to move. I wanted to examine. Alright, so let's start with the shield, definitely. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Oh, prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? You designed the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Okay, given to Edgeworth. Alright then. But it's not got a tick on it. So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. All hail the King. Please stop saying that. It still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? Indeed. See, I thought the broken shield was sort of like significant of something. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this, you want to curl up and take a nap. Oh, I know that feeling. My sofa is very good for that. Very good. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. He's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair. I definitely have that sometimes. And little creases in his cheek from the seams. Yep. He seems so cool. Sofa hair is cool. Don't you hate that? I'm sure most of us have had this, where it's like you wake up and your hair looks amazing. You're like, I really like how that looks. That is amazing. It's scruffy, but it looks awesome. And it's like, but I still have to step in the shower and ruin it. Great. Can I not have how it looks here after I step out of the shower, but washed? It would be very nice. No, apparently. God, physics. Right, so let's have a look here. Wow. This jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. I would like a jacket like that. It's very sort of like Edwardian, verging on Victorian, like around that era. Not the frilly, like, collar and stuff like that. No. Just the jacket part and the waistcoat, obviously. It'd be lovely. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. Never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. So flowers. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? I don't think so. What I like about this bouquet, though, by the way, it's got the frilly thing going on from his normal costumey type stuff. So it's like, is this flower bouquet set up like him? Because the colour matches for the actual pot. I suppose it would be. Yes, yes. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. It's not as good as my desk that I've got, is it? No, no, no. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well, I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. It'll sue you. It's like, is that the name plaque? Strange. Tea set! Oh, cute, what a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. I mean, yeah, I have that at work because I daren't take milk to work and it's horrid. It's horrid tasting stuff, but it's like, I don't trust people not to steal my milk. People do steal milk. Like this, I've got a friend at work, right? Dan. He's got this like pot of sugar in his drawer. Seems fine, right? Sugar for his tea. Brilliant. Someone's stealing his sugar. Yeah, someone is stealing sugar. Just when he's not there, just go into his drawer and take some out of his pot to use in their tea. So when you might be thinking like, silly, people want to steal your milk. People are stealing sugar. So, you know what? I'm gonna go with the instant tea. Yeah, because no one wants that. It's horrid. But still. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking the hobby too far. How dare you, Pheonix! This is tea we're talking about. This is not a hobby. Sorry. Anyway, can we have a look at this one? No? Oh. Whoa. Is there all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. Is it a step ladder? Well, Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Yeah, chess set. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. Yeah, I've only got one piece left, so yeah. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. It's just a pawn? Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out the poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Oh dear, oh dear. So what, we got anything else? Maybe this, I like his little lamp here. It's lovely, it's lovely. Oh, window. Whoa, what a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out of this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Why would you want to ever know that? Why would you want to know that? Alright, oh, that's not what I wanted. Back. That's what I want. Let's have a look, see what we got here. Shall we present him just with stuff that we've got? We'll go with it. Hey, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright. Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, He'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. My sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. Alright then, Edgeworth's knife. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense. Especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? No, I think he does. He respects him enough to the point where he'll be stern and strict in order to make Wright a better... I wanted to say detective, because that's more what he is at the moment. Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Yeah, it's pretty much that. So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. So I'm guessing we are heading to the police department next? The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? I dropped it. What does it matter? Got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. Doesn't seem too concerned about his award. Better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Maybe we should. The day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the moider? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Evidence transferal? What? Alright, wiping the hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. That's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12 p.m. a.m. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Okay, yeah, so yeah, 5:12 because 5:12 p.m. because it says 17:12. Good, right, that's answered that for me. Edgeworth's parking stub. It says there anyway. 5:12 p.m. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Who the hell are you? Excuse me, but it's Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere out of the premises. I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of your particular... give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Whimper? But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looked like he was absent on the day. They gave out brains and good luck. Bit harsh. Right. Yes, sir. Call me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. Alright then, we shall leave you, Edgeworth. We have to go there to go there? Okay. You're still here with your jelly donut hat? It's very strange. Alright, police department entrance. February 22nd. Police department entrance. Phew. We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. It took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. I feel that's going to be relevant. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? I was wondering about that. It seems broken and it's got a handprint on it. Dear, oh dear. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh. He noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well... At least he doesn't seem to be busy. It's our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. You were dancing with the mascot. Alright, let's talk to you. The case. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Too late. Well, why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically? Yes, sir. Oh, by the way. You might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Why? So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing, really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe? What did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An officer marshal was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer marshal? Well, I think about it. Emma did seem to know that marshal guy. A patrolman in charge of the crime scene. With some heard of, pal. Alright then, so I'm guessing we should examine stuff. Obviously gonna start with this little guy. I was wondering about that... What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. Okay. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? She threw together some desires. I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances and dances until the batteries die. Poor blue badger. Fated to dance until he drops. Blue budget panel. Okay, that's apparently important. So maybe that handprint is important. Something like that. I don't know. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. Why would I do that? It's not going to help me at all, is it? It's just 999 here. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly ever look human. She has a point. Yes, how are you going to find them? Police! I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Could be related, could be related. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. Many things I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Do they? Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? But I think they're designed after a panda. What? A panda? Not that I have any scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? Because when I was on a school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. I had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or zebras? Something like that. Oh, did they not have those at your zoo? Yeah, was that it? Right. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. The family wouldn't want to set at home. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Okay, so let's have a look at Gumshoe then. Let's present him with stuff. Let's go through one by one, I suppose. I'm Detective Gumshoe. What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal. This is a detective's ID card. Can't just keep that. You have to turn it in to the police. People like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. I mean, Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed in Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? I wouldn't drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing. Wait, I didn't mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be coincidence. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Indeed, something to do with the King of Prosecutors, surely. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. Got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. And with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Oh, we don't know that. We don't know that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go babbling about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. Okay, so... Ooh, Bruce Goodman. So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where he found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There's an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is the chief prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Alright, Edgeworth's troubles. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Ah, yes, the incident on the lake. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was found under the gun. What? Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. Oh dear. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. But Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met this guy who is... what is his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. What's crossed out on it? Okay. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, nobody will look at you twice, pal. Right, so I think we've got all we need here now, haven't we, to actually, you know, go off and actually use this in the parking lot and go investigate the murder scene. So, we shall end this part, and in the next part we'll head back to the underground parking lot. Probably speak to that sheriff dude. So, ta-ta for now.